Obelisks were used to record information in the ancient desert civilization. Hey, Alhaitham, there's some writing here I'll need you to decipher. I've sent it to your screen. Do you see it?
Got it. It's a little blurry, but I should manage.
Take a look and tell me what it says. Oh, and I'll send any other similar text directly to you from now on.
Let's start with this one. It's a variant of an older script. Herein lie verses written for the Yellow Sands. Looks like cultural information from the age of King Deshret.
If so, I suggest you delete it.
Words thrown together merely for fun. I had no idea Aru kept a record of this.
Well, as long as you're certain that this is strictly private information, that's fine.
It is unimportant.
All right, well, I guess I'll start now. Found some more. Sending them over to you now.
These are all reports about the Gurubad conflict.
Can we delete them?
I'd say so. Most of this information has already been archived anyway.
What if there are details in there that Vahumana missed? What are we supposed to do if they come after us in the future?
They'll just have to live with it. If we don't resolve these issues now, there won't even be an academia in the future, let alone a Vahumana Darshan.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, done. There's some other similar monuments nearby. I'll check them out. Another monument.
Hold on.
You're still reading it? How long is it?
It records the development and governance of the Oasis civilization. Most of it concerns the Jinn, but it also contains records left by the artisans who built Aru.
Is it important?
Some of it. There was no way for me to read the whole thing in its entirety, so I had to rely on my intuition to pick the parts worth keeping.
What about the artisans' records? What do they mention?
They're speculations, mostly. For instance, they were wondering how to protect themselves if King Deshret decided to silence them after the construction of Aru was complete.
Sounds like pure mythology to me. Surely that kind of thing didn't really happen.
The records do emphasize that this was merely their conjecture based on various myths. Still, the artisans did leave details of their plans to survive, including blueprints for their escape route.
Even that got recorded? Okay, well, I'll make a copy of this first before I delete it.
Is that truly necessary? You won't be needing those.
No, the blueprints are important. I want to keep them as a memento. I think that should just about do it.
It meets the requirements of the contingency plans, so we should be good.
I gotta say, it's the strangest feeling, this cross between reality and the intangible. It's like drifting between life and death, or in and out of a dream, using my own hands to manipulate illusions that are forever out of reach.
Chasing dreams in the most literal sense. Definitely a novel experience.
What happens if my spirit just floats away?
That won't happen. Anyway, I wouldn't celebrate just yet if I were you. There's likely to be a phase 2 of this project.
All right. I'd better keep my wits about me then.
Traveler from afar, do you worry for the fate of Sumer?
Whoa! It's Sobek the Crocodile King!
Greetings.
Please be at ease. I'm just here to chat.
Sounds like you really care about her.
Yes, although to be exact, it is a mixture of...
Speaking of Nahida, Paimon was wondering how she...
Wait a moment.
What did...
I tried calling out to a pep, but there was no response. This can only mean that she is focusing all her energy on taking...
All the gods who served King Deshret seemed super surprised to hear that Apep agreed to help Nahida. Guessing she made a bad impression on you.
Are you aware of the history between her and our king? Then you are learned indeed. I'm glad to know that Sumer, at the end of his life, King Deshret tricked the Dendro Dragon into swallowing him whole, leaving her to bear the torment of his sin. The Dendro Dragon despised King Deshret, yet he outwitted her. Rather than bringing disaster to the land, the Dendro Dragon and so her willingness to help the Dendro Archon through this crisis comes as a great surprise indeed.
Yep, Nahida did her a huge favor.
So Lesser Lord Kusanali put an end to the Dendro Dragon's many long years of torment. As much as she loathes the Seven, Apep knows kindness when she sees it. No wonder she was willing to make an exception.
Yeah, that's the sense we got from dealing with her, too.
She is not incapable of coexisting with things. Rather, she act. All of this being said, I wouldn't expect too much from her if I were you.
We'll keep that in mind. Anyway, how much longer do you think Nahida needs to stay with Apep? For all we know, the Fatui might still be in the desert. I'm alright. Huh? Was that Nahida's voice?
It seems the treatment...
Since when do my deeds require your evaluation?
Here will do just fine.
I had no intention of taking you any further. One ought...
You always hide your kindness away like an oasis within a sandstorm. Only those who make it through the swirling winds can know just how beautiful that oasis is.
You dare appraise my being?
No, I'm expressing my gratitude. I want to thank you.
Awake already? You are more
I feel much better.
Gods and their gratitude mean little to me. I would rather you give me your assurance that the situation with... If I suffer any ill effects from the ley lines, you...
I understand what you require. But I would assume this task even if you did not demand it. Sumeru is my responsibility. I must resume my duties as soon as possible.
A farcical notion. God of Sumeru, I hope you realize how unextraordinary your strength is.
And yet, maybe it is precisely what defines me. A god of wisdom is not meant to rule by force.
Then hold steady. We go forth.
Well, I'll be. Is that a pep? Do my eyes deceive me? Of all places, the Dendro Dragon has decided to visit the mausoleum of King Deshret?
I see that after all this time, El Ahmar's menagerie of ministers remain as vile as ever.
It's a pleasure, Dendro Dragon. Had you arrived but a little sooner, you might have attended a meeting of the Seven Pillars.
What a nauseating thought. You are not the first insects I have had the displeasure of dealing with today. A swarm of them tugged on my tail on my way over. Goodness knows what hovels they crawled from. Why do all the creatures of this world remain so lowly after all this time?
What did you do with them?
I cast them away. What would you have me do? Keep them as trinkets? Boer, this is where we shall part ways. To be clear, I do not wish to see you or anyone else here ever again, unless absolutely necessary.
Then I wish you peace as you return to your dwelling place.
It matters not to me. Simply refrain from bothering me again.
A force to be reckoned with. At times like this, I feel glad that she has no...
Hold on, just hold on, okay? We're almost there. Huh? Wait! Uh-oh! I'm gonna fall! Well, that's a relief.
The Dendro Archon's familiars. They are the last thing I expected to see here.
Huh? Wait, what are the Aranara doing here? Don't you guys hate the desert?
Obviously, I was worried about the Dendro Archon. I've been supporting them with my Pari powers the whole way here.
Oh, you seem pretty nervous. Is it because there are too many...
Not just people. It's all these non-human beings.
I can't believe you made such a long and dangerous journey just for my... I'll have to ask everyone to wait while I help our new arrival settle in. Once I'm done, I'll gather everyone. Traveler, Paimon, shall we find...
Awesome!
Well, first I have... Okay, I think that covers everything. Thank you. We can get going now. Hello, everyone. It's only us. It must be very tough for you coming all the way out here.
Everyone's here. Good.
Are you okay?
Then you're forgetting who I am. Oh, excuse...
I suppose everyone is gathered here because of me. I can't thank you enough. Right now,
I can help too. Just let me know where I'm needed.
up to no good. That traveler, Paimon. I have other work to attend to here.
No problem.
Thank you. There's one other thing. If you are to work alongside the people of Sumeru, you will need to make yourselves visible to them. There's nothing to fear. No one here will hurt you. But if you do... Very well. Now. Do not fear. We will face... Everyone's here.
Dendro Archon, you're back.
Are you recovering all right?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for your concern. I see. Using the power of Aru to reboot the I regret to be the bearer.
Alas, we had
And what about non-traditional means?
Non-traditional me?
Are you saying...
Desperate times call for...
Quit following me.
Hey, we're here!
Ah, it's you. Is there a situation? The Aranara have good...
Given everything that's going on, I'd be more surprised if there were
Miss Nefer, as a professional intelligence broker,
not one that I'm willing to volunteer.
let's say I'll treat this as a pilot project aimed at expanding your intelligence operations.
I like the sound of that. Glad.
Given that you rarely set foot in...
I take it you've read the files?
Yes.
Any initial suspect?
Limiting the scopes to males, the Aranara saw 2 people top...
Everyone is heading for the...
There's no way it was a... We need to smoke him out from wherever he's hiding.
Sounds like you have the begin...
So far, we still lack...
Then let's get closer to him to confirm.
And you're certain you've never encountered this person in Nodcry?
I'm certain. Besides, it's extremely rare for me to have had a... Sino, stay out of sight and wait for my signal. If he raises any red flags, I'll bring him toward the main road.
Understood. I'll take it from there.
Excellent. Well, it's a... Darker skin, scars, nothing unusual about how... A coin? Sorry to bother you. Has everyone here already left? I don't suppose you happen to see a lady wearing a hat?
Ma'am, what are you doing in Caravan Rebat all by yourself? The main group evacuated some time ago. Didn't you pass them on the road?
My friend and I lost some of our cargo along the way. I didn't want to miss out on potential business, so I told her to go on ahead and meet the client while I retraced our steps. And then there was a
Forgive me for asking, but...
Sure. She has blonde hair.
Yes, I think that does ring a bell. Ah, my apologies.
I understand. Well, sir, is there anything else you need to know? If not, I'd better try and catch up with them.
Hey, wait! They left a good while ago now. You'll never catch up with them on...
That would be amazing. Traveling with a group will be much safer. I'll have to pay you for your trouble.
Hey, let's not worry about the money for now. Wait here a moment. Once I'm done packing up, I'll take you to join the rest of the group.
All right, thanks. Let me know if you need a hand carrying anything.
No need for that. I'm strong enough for both of us.
Okay.
You're not wrong there. I mean, what kind of cargo is so important that it's...
Actually, I suppose I can tell you, since you've been such a big help. But be sure to keep it to yourself, or we could both be in big trouble.
Oh, really?
We're in the antiques business.
Ah, no wonder. Well, ma'am, in that case, it turns out that maybe there is something you could do for me.
I'm all ears. But to be clear, our commission isn't cheap. Think carefully before you ask. We don't want to ruin our relationship before we even hit the road.
I'm sure that won't be a problem. My issue is...
Pure gold. That's quite something. How'd you come across it?
If you look hard enough, there are many...
It has no distinct... Surely you have an existing business partner. Won't they take it off your hands? I hope I won't be a...
The shop I used to work with is having cash flow issues at the moment after losing...
I understand. Gold is the last thing that traders with...
As it happens, I'm just about done packing.
Sure.
This evacuation was a huge operation. They needed a few people to stay behind and tie up loose ends. And I ended up being one of them. You're lucky you ran into us in time.
Hands where I can see them.
General Mahamatra! No, wait!
This is the coin? Sadly, you won't have the chance to spend.
Nicely done.
Unmarked gold coins are... Here's what's gonna... Southeast from here, leeward side of the hill. That's where he's meeting his contact.
Great work. Candace tells me your interrogation skills are highly effective.
Hers are quickly catching up. Looks like it's over to you.
Because I'm quickest on my
Because you know how to trail a target.
Fine. I'll be...
One more thing. The Traveler just brought a message from the Dendro Archon. Once you're done with this...
Got it. Will do.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Gee, I don't know.
Okay. Then Paimon's
Really? You do...
Paimon, are you sure about this?
Well, Paimon at least wants to give it a shot. Besides, being the best guide in Tibet has to count for something. This should be a
Fine. Join me if you want. But be...
No need! Paimon will be super careful.
Good. Then what are we waiting for?
Ah! Coming! Coming!
Behold! Upon the gale. Ha! Squall and fury. We're here. Now we wait.
Okay, yeah, cool. Cool.
What's on your mind, Paimon?
Huh? Oh.
I thought all you cared about besides being a guide was food and sleep. Why the sudden urge to...
What's that supposed to mean? Paimon's been on plenty of dangerous missions before.
But never on your own.
Um...
Just saying. I'm kind of at loose ends right now. So if you did want to share, I suppose I'd...
Hat guy?
What?
When we were in Not Cry, Paimon suddenly realized Paimon doesn't get like this very often. She just got really scared, and the more Paimon thought about it, the more useless she felt. But, does that make any sense?
You asked the right person. Boy, do I know that.
Oh,
I'm not gonna try and encourage you. What I will say is this. You have to make... So ask yourself. Something's not right. Paimon, is it just me?
Should Paimon...
We'll give it another hour.
Okay. How strange. Wait, what is it? Did you think of something?
Something feels off. We know for sure that the guy... That's the problem.
Even though this isn't a for...
Chesapeake Ben, as for her...
There have been times when time has taken...
I must say, you appear...
Oh no! Don't worry, Paimon. It worked very well indeed. The issue is how closely I'm tied to Irminsul. Until the problem with Sumeru has undergone tremendous changes during... I too have grown...
Then what do you suggest?
We take all the help. Sumeru is our...
Though Al-Akhmar, not to mention... Now then.
The brightest minds...
Correct. Irminsul has existed after the heaven. Since then, as the Dendro Tavad has seen, I made sure I still believe by entering Irmin.
I see what you mean.
That's right.
Please.
Defense is...
After
I'm sure you feel...
But the people of Sumeru...
And this is...
Yes. All I managed to do, the scholar's initial... Unfortunately, to rise to the to reclaim Irmin's...
Human wisdom...
Together, we...
By the way, when you spoke...
Well... Master Tainari!
Is this... How did this happen?
Luckily, we managed to evacuate after...
What in the world was that?
Oh my. I understand now, Dendroarch.
Not once over the millennia has Irminsul... The afflict...
Please continue, Dendro Archon.
Irminsul's root system is what comprises the ley lines. In the past, it has become a tree of unbridled greed.
Blasphemy. But if we are to honor Dottores' will...
The birth of this tree proves to me beyond... But to explain the situation in full, there is...
Zandik.
But didn't Dottore die and not... He must still have loyal followers amongst the Fatui. Even so...
I can confirm that Fatui forces have arrived in Sumeru City. Furthermore, Irminsul seems to be undergoing some sorry.
A baleful tree.
Speaking of Dottore, I didn't think it was wise to state this out in the open. But my theory is...
You mean, the Fatui never intended to follow through with him?
It's hardly a conventional strategy. And the rationale behind... But as it happens, I know someone who works he's been a collaborator of Dottore's from the outset.
There is still much to be done. Everyone, please
As per the discussion, Mr. Al-Haytham...
We'll give it everything we...
The plan looks feasible, but the
General Mahamat...
No problem. I've already spoken.
This kind of thing is best left to the fleet-footed.
If it's efficiency you're after...
Following up on the...
Yep, that's...
Got it.
You can count on us. Will do.
Rest assured.
Dia, Candace...
You bet. We can handle it. Good.
Poor Tainari.
Hey, don't try and
All it says to me is...
Exactly.
Finally, travel. Once that task is complete, the Eternal Oasis?
Regarding your trip to Natlan, under normal circumstances, a meeting... So regretfully, we won't be able to give the Pyro Archon Mawika the grand reception that she deserves. My apologies for the...
No point putting too much pressure on yourself.
Right. Especially you.
Don't worry about me. Plus, yes. I believe in myself. Well.
To what extent we can implement the final plan depends on how successfully the Akasha can be modified and configured. And to make sure the configuration works, Aru will also need some further optimization.
Yeah, no surprises that...
Once we roll this out, this still leaves us with a significant...
We'll need a supply of rare... Time is not on our...
The Aru merge and renovation project will have to be carried out as discussed. General Mahamatra Sino and Mr. Hat Guy will source the required materials. Mr. Sethos is quite familiar with the layout of King Deshret's mausoleum.
I have every confidence. In the meantime...
Makes sense. There's not much we...
Get information and stay close.
What is this, boot camp?
It's just Sino being...
Everyone clear on our mission objective. Look at the excess primal constructs.
And King Deshret's 7 pillars agreed to this?
If they're just sitting there doing nothing, we might as well put them to use. Thought...
Excuse me? Move to Allah! Unsightly insects! Behold!
Judgment is upon you!
You stay condemned! Your penance is due!
Give me some space.
Nowhere to run! Futile!
Way ahead of you.
The wind rises.
Nowhere to run! Your sins weigh upon your soul! You stay condemned! Your penance is due!
Wretched vermin!
These devices should still be usable even though they're broken down. Let's take them back for the others to review.
Give me some space.
Bow your head!
Through me, justice is served!
You stand condemned! Your penance is due! You stand condemned!
How many do?
Enough to make an Akasha terminal for everyone who doesn't own one.
I remember you telling me how revolutionary these Akasha terminals were. You've used one before, right?
The Academia declared the Akasha to be the most powerful and comprehensive wisdom dissemination system in history. That should give you an idea of how powerful it is.
Certainly sounds impressive.
Neither Hat Guy nor I have ever had an Akasha terminal.
Well, if it all goes to plan, that's about to change.
Oh, goody! Thank you so much for handling the delivery. What a long way it was. You've really outdone yourselves. I'm well aware what a bumpy, dangerous journey it must have been. Now, I would have loved to oversee the process myself, but of course, those of us who know the plan can't leave the mausoleum.
Oh, trust me, I'm patting myself on the back for my assembly work here. But will you really be needing all of this?
According to our plan, yes, this is the quantity required.
I heard you covered a lot of the funding out of your own pocket.
Of course.
It's really quite a beautiful design.
Did you attend the lecture on light?
Of course I attended. I was just a little late, so I had to listen to the whole thing from outside the back door. Anyway, I have a perfectly good understanding of Light Realm.
Good to know. Master told me in private.
Oh, well, you can't enforce a rule that everyone...
At first, the to protect someone from such it's an information hack. A tricky problem.
What do you mean?
I get it. For instance,
Hey, what?
that is not what, well, as they often say in Bahumana, an event that is monumental to the individual is negligible in the grand scheme of history. Generally, the fate of the individual is an insignificant affair.
Being from Amorta, where the subject of our research tends to be a lot more personal, I have to disagree.
In other words,
when the same secret is shared with a group of people, the same fate binds them together. Most people would find this unimaginable, but to us scholars...
Sharing knowledge is a good way. All right. I think that's everything.
Thanks a lot. But don't...
Where's my key? Okay, the materials are ready. We can proceed with the next phase. Alhaitham, how are you getting along?
Most of the information in Aru is written in ancient desert scripts. Some of this is written in a tribal language, while other parts seem to be a variant of an Oasis script, based on the glyph forms.
Oh. Not lost to history, I hope.
Some are. All we can do is infer the meaning based on the rules of related language. Although...
After Aru started up...
Humans may not read what is... Victory should not be easy to attain, for it symbolizes divine wisdom. Knowledge must not waver, for it has external borders.
Is this a clue to solving a puzzle? Or is it being symbolic? You can't read it unless you don't read it. Victory is wisdom. Knowledge is confined by borders. Wait, I think I've got it. It's a metaphor, isn't it? It's talking about...
a chessboard.
You were right. The youth of today are skilled at solving riddles.
Have the secrets buried in the desert not been unearthed over the years all the same? Since Aru is a place reachable through wisdom, this day was bound to come sooner or later.
Oh, I've always been against overly cryptic sentences. Don't you get tired of reading and writing all that?
Ah, it's you three. Just in time. We've been delving deep into Aru, and now this board has appeared.
I've heard this was how you'd while away your free hours. You must be quite the experts by now in that case.
It is true. King Deshret's chess games are some of the most well-loved of all his wonderful creations. If you have ever been to Safhe Shatranj, you may well be familiar with the chess pieces you see here.
Is this chessboard supposed to be another visualization of the interior of Aru, then?
Naturally. Visitors, everything is ready. Only by completing the challenge on the board in accordance with the rules will you be permitted to overwrite Aru.
1 second. It's not dangerous, is it?
Dangerous? Why, yes, of course.
I should be the one to go, then. Wait for me here.
Sounds like the self-confidence of our present company has rubbed off on you.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm your upperclassman, and that means I have to look out for you.
I appreciate the sentiment, but a game of chess typically requires 2 players. Besides, I'm sure they won't let things get out of hand. Keeping things relatively safe is in your best interest too, isn't it?
Fair enough. I mean, you guys are controlling the difficulty, so please don't go too hard on us, all right?
Ah, but Bennu said he wanted to put some respect into these whippersnappers. All right, all right.
Thank you. Obviously, we'll still try to be careful. This doesn't seem like ordinary chess. Is the goal to defeat the opponent?
No, you must enter the board and pass the trials we have placed there.
Ready?
Let's do it.
The first trial is posed by me.
I don't think this is gonna stop us.
Ah, but the key to this game lies in working together. Otherwise, you will be deemed to have broken the rules.
Looks like it's up to me. Marak, can you open it?
King Deshret's favorite primal construct. Living on in suitcase form, of all things. Amusing.
Ho ho! Excellent work. Now is the time for my trial. Now, don't be nervous. I'll make it nice and easy for you.
Really?
Thanks in advance. We appreciate it.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking! It's not that simple, you know.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Done.
Finally. It's over. But seriously, that was incredible! Standing on the chessboard felt completely different from standing on solid ground. And also... Oh, sorry. I'll save my thoughts for later. Thanks to the three of you for helping us out with this. Is it just me, or were you giving us quite a lot of guidance along the way?
We made but a humble contribution.
You lived up to our expectations. Bravo! Our aid was not given for naught.
In addition to the existing functions, I'd like to ask you for another favor. Since Aru's interference shield can cover the entirety of the mausoleum, it should be possible to extend its range even further. Perhaps you can find a way.
So, building upon the existing functions to... Ah! I'm with you!
Imagine for a moment. What would the ideal outcome look like if this function were compatible with the devices?
I agree. This is the best solution possible. Please, everyone, we beg you to help us.
Me, oh my! Well, since you ask so very nicely, I suppose... Goti? Croco? What do you say?
Naturally.
Time to go! Let's go find Nahida! There you are. Miss Nicole truly is an angel. She shows great wisdom in guiding others, and she has already sent word to Natlan on our behalf. She said that while the other members of the Hexen Circle are busy with important work, she is quite free, and she's more than willing to accompany the people of Sumeru for the entire journey. Oh, there's Nicole, all right. Always super patient and loves to help everyone out. She's the best. She is. So kind and enthusiastic. Well, time for us to get going. Let's head out.
This should be one of the closest places to Natlan in all of Sumeru. There's the barrier Nicole and Nefer mentioned. It completely cuts this nation off from the others. But why? Why separate you from the rest of the world now, specifically? And if I'm not mistaken, Irminsul was polluted once before, wasn't it?
Good question. I'm wondering the same thing myself.
That voice. Mawika! You got here pretty quickly.
Hello, traveler. It's been a while.
Hello there.
Hello, Dendro Archon.
Malika, I apologize for asking you to meet at the border on such short notice. I also apologize for not being able to greet you in person. The form in which you see me now is one carried by the Traveler. The real me is inside the mausoleum of King Deshret, and I am reaching out to you with my mind from here. Irminsul has been infiltrated by the Doctor. We must be on our guard, as he can spy on information in the world from within the tree. Fortunately, there is no record of the Traveler in Irminsul, and you are still within Natlan's borders.
My records will be preserved in the Night Kingdom, rather than the Leylines. As long as the Night Kingdom remains disconnected from the Leyline cycle, the Doctor has no way of knowing my movements.
Exactly.
So by meeting each other in this way, the meeting essentially never happened. No wonder Paimon didn't come. You were concerned that her activity would be recorded by Irminsul. The Natlanese have heard about the situation in Sumeru. With the borders sealed off, merchants have been forced to stop their shipments. It's pretty serious, and you're the ones bearing the brunt of it.
I'd like to address the question you raised at the beginning. I can offer a brief explanation, although it will sound rather cruel. I don't reach this conclusion gladly, but Irminsul predates the Heavenly Principles. It existed long ago, when the dragons of Natlan were at the height of their power. So even when the people of Sumeru became ill because of pollution, it was not a critical issue from the perspective of Irminsul itself. As long as it continues to function normally, the barrier will not be activated. But this time, the Doctor's invasion has directly affected the tree. That is what caused the barrier to deploy. The Heavenly Principles established a rule that when Irminsul is plunged into grave danger, a portion of power will be reserved to isolate Sumeru. That way, even if Sumeru is destroyed, the outside world at least has some time to catch its breath.
We'd certainly need it.
The Heavenly Principles created almost everything that exists in Teyvat today. To them, preserving the existence of the world and its inhabitants takes priority over protecting Sumeru.
Meaning, protecting Sumeru now falls to you.
Yes. My own power may be limited, especially compared to yours. But that doesn't mean that we're just gonna sit around and wait for the end. If necessary, I will utilize any and every means at my disposal.
Nicole of the Hexen Circle didn't say exactly what this meeting was about. But after hearing everything you've said so far, I think I can guess where this is going.
That's right. Nahida and I discussed it at length. We both know how presumptuous this is, but...
You need the Pyronosis, don't you?
Yes, you guessed correctly. Originally, I only intended to borrow it, but the situation is far graver than I foresaw. So instead, what I ask of you is to please give the Pyronosis to Sumeru.
Why do you sound so nervous? There's no need to be shy.
Surely a gnosis is pretty important to a god.
I guess, but it's not as if losing it would suddenly render us powerless. But I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. With all the nations you've traveled to, and all the gods you've met, you must have realized that by now. As far as I'm concerned, a gnosis is basically an elemental energy enhancer. But I don't usually use it. You know me. I like to think I'm pretty strong without it.
Yeah, not about to dispute that.
So you see, you don't need to sweat it. Here, take the Pyronosis.
Huh? Just like that?
Uh-huh, just like that. To tell the truth, I've always toyed with the idea of giving it to someone who needs it more than I do. I know you accompanied Nahida here to try and increase the chance of success. It's a good thing you did, because your involvement is one of the main reasons you've managed to persuade me.
Are you sure about this? Handing over your gnosis just because of me?
I won't try to quantify it, but trust me. Handing over the gnosis to Tumaini is far from the crazy